It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 180 cut.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
11.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Bengals at 9-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
11. Gun. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Burrow going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a second and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. It's complete to Burrow, right side. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Across midfield.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And heavy touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one.
That's good. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 5. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On one, ready?
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
11, here we go. Right, 80. Right, hot. Hot. Hot.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. 37 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It looks like they'll move things around here. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 49.
Looking to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw again. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
His kick is
Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead is now 21-14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
180.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47.
Burrow throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down it goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Seahawks, first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on. Hit. 60 bites.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. 180. Cut.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
One, ready?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
A gain of 16 yards.
7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves, 19 Titans, 19 Titans, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Mavericks.
Back to throw here. Complete to Drake London. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Drake London, 58 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now Bryant, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes.
Here we go.
They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Solid return, nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
1879, go.
They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On one.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. All right, 80. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Let's go. 60 by 60. 60. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 25. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Get it. 19, 18.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Back to 50. Back to 50. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ready.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. 7 Pirates. 7, go.
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Horton. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now they'll shift things around. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And audible here to get a new look.
Check smash. 18 Rattler.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Here we
The
go.
linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? This is Fant on the short completion. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Gardner, I think this one went awry. Very simple. Because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Shot 60, shot 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes 2nd down.
1800. 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in a 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. No streak. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
It's just set. 11, 10, 10. Stop.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
But not time to panic just yet. Still over a minute to play. Getting down to the good stuff here. 2nd down. Going left side, it's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
makes the score Bengals 35, Seahawks 28. The kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
On the ready.
Here's first down.
19, 70 Rangers. 19, 50, 50. Mustang 19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
18, 60 Vikings, 60, 19 tight, 19 Lions. Rig alert. Buffalo 18.
He's back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's good. Lead to third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneers. 60 Bearcats. 7 Pirates. Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
18 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game.
On 2.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here we go.
Now again, left side, Brown with it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here we go with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain,